Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a full-time reseller, primarily on eBay, but I also sell on Facebook, Poshmark, and Etsy. So I have been on vacation for a week. Three days of that was vacation, and the other 3 days was my learning seminar that I put on up in Tennessee. So my store was on time away or vacation hold the whole time I was gone, but I still got $2,500 in sales. I'm going to show you those and talk a little bit about what I did that I think made that still be possible. So let's go. All right, so even though I was on vacation, we still have 50 eBay orders going out, and I did have Facebook, Poshmark, and Etsy all turned off. I turned them back on last night, and we have already got 4 Facebook sales in less than 12 hours. So first up is this Mickey Mouse bag. So I got this at Goodwill for $2.99. It's just a little flat knapsack, and this one sold for $12.99. So it's about an $8 profit, but really easy to ship. It'll just go in a regular poly bag. Next, I sold 6 of these vents. So these vents were from a pallet on high bid from a local auction. I got 500 of them for $5. Nobody else bid against me. I have sold plenty of lots to be in the profit. So I sold the 6 for $22.50 plus a buyer paid $15 in shipping. So these are pretty much straight profit. Fees are about 20%, so it's about an $18 profit. And then this hat. So this is Hummingbird GPS, and I did have to figure out that logo by using Google Lens. I paid $1 for this hat, and it sold for $19.33, making it about a $17 profit. It did take about 4 or 5 months to sell. I got a bunch of lowball offers on this hat, but I knew it would sell for more, so it's a good profit, and I'm okay waiting a little while to get a little bit more money. Up next is a knife. Single knife. This one is Sheffield, if you can see here. Very clearly marked. Got it for less than $1 at the thrift store. It took forever to sell, and it sold for $5.86. So in the future, I probably would not pick up single Sheffields, but I would pick up sets. Not too much of a profit, just $3, and it did take a while to sell. Next is a really good sale. It is a $150 order. I paid less than $20 for this set. It is a Tivana teapot. So very clearly marked. I did not have the whole set or the box. I had 2 of the teacups, and I actually just remembered where I got this. I got this from a garage sale in Kentucky, and I think I didn't even pay $10. So it's also got the plates. They're all different colors. They do all say Tivana. This was a limited edition teapot, and it sold for $150. So this is over $120 profit. It did take about 6 months to sell. Not too bad, and a really great profit. And then this little Winnie the Pooh, I paid $1.99 for at the thrift store. This is Miscellaneous, and this one is a melamine plate. Paid $1.99. It sold for $12.99, so it's about a $9 profit. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys what I did while I was on vacation. I continued to make 5 listings active a day for my drafts. I did put myself in time away until today when I knew I would be returning. So I was on time away for 7 days. But if you are on time away for less than 15 days, you can choose to still accept sales. The buyer will just see that shipping will be delayed. That is what I chose to do. I also decided to send out offers the whole time I was gone. Pretty much every day I sent out offers, and on my message to the buyers it said, if you purchase this, we are on vacation, we will be shipping it on May 9th when we return. And I got quite a few sales, 50 sales to be exact. Not all from offers, but a lot of them were. Up next is this clear, it's kind of got fleur-de-lis there, just really basic candlestick holder, and it should have little like things hanging from it, but it does not. Got this for less than $1. It sold for $10, plus the buyer paid $16 in shipping because that is big and heavy. So it is about a $7 profit, and it's sold in about 2 months, so not too bad. Next is this little smoky glass, really cool with the smoke going through there, kind of hard to see. But this one I paid $5 for. It sold for $15, sorry, $15, plus the buyer paid $18 in shipping. This one is going international, so this one's going to be about an $8 profit, and it's sold in about 3 months. And then we've got some Harley Davidson pens. This is Harley Davidson number 262 panhead engine. This one sold for $14. I'm about $2 into each of these. You're going to see quite a few of them coming up. This one's going to be about a $12 profit. So this lantern sat in my death pile for over a year. Here it is up close, and this is a Thomas & Williams Limited Cambrian brass miners. It was never lit. You can see the wick down there. This was in my death pile over a year, probably close to 2 years, and it sold for $100. I paid less than $5 at a garage sale for this. I've had it forever. I will tell you, I didn't know this was in my death pile worth $100, but it was. And I listed that while I was on time away, and it sold before I got home. So it sold really, really fast. So keep your eye out for brass miners lamps and look up the model number if you find them. Up next is a handkerchief. So this really pretty handkerchief, I paid less than $1. It sold for $12.99, so it's about a $10 profit. I tell you guys all the time, they sell single, they sell individual, and this one sold in under a month. Another one that sold for $12.99. This one here has got the really pretty blue embroidered flower, and this one is also a $10 profit, and another one that sold in under a month. And then this really pretty cross, let me take it out, it's hard to see in here. See, so a really pretty cross here. This one is sterling silver with gold vermeil on it, and I paid about $2 for it. It sold for $30 in under a month. So you're gonna see a few sterling pieces. I told you guys we had the rings, we have some pendants as well as some bracelets, and they're selling very, very well for us. This one's gonna be about a $24 profit. And then we have another handkerchief. So I tell you they sell because they do. And a lot of people do price these at $2, $3, $4, but that is their choice. And I know that they will sell for $10, $15, $20 if you keyword them right. So this really pretty one, you can see here has like the cherub. So I did put that in my title. This one sold for $15. So it's about a $12 profit. And again, sold in under a month. Next is something else I always tell you to look out for, and I love finding. I paid $1 for this at the thrift store. Really pretty, handcrafted in Italy. You can see here it says on the sticker and here. So anytime I see Italy frames, they sell very, very well. This one I paid $1. It sold for $13.64, and it is about a $10 profit. It did take about 3 to 4 months to sell. Next is a Bugatti shirt. So I picked it up because I thought it was really cool with like the flamingos there. It is a flip cuff, and I know the flip cuffs do very well. So when I saw this, I was like, I am picking it up. So there's your flip cuff with the flamingos. I paid $1 for this at a thrift store in Alabama. It sold for $15 in about 2 months. So it's about a $13 profit. And then there's another item I picked up for $1 in Birmingham, Alabama. This is a University of Auburn Tigers football. This is a women's little shirt, and this one sold for $12.99, so it is about a $10 profit. Same thing, about 2 months for that one to sell. So I'm not a big clothing seller, but if I can get clothing for $1, sell it for $10, $15, $20, I am okay with that. I don't think it's hard to list. I do not put any measurements in any of my clothing, and really don't get a ton of returns on it either. Next is another of my sterling pendants. This one is really, really pretty. And it's kind of hard to see. These are kind of like little rainbow stones in there. There you can see. And then the purple in the middle. This cross sold for $19.49. And I make about a $14 profit on it. Sold in under a month. Next is a little tin that I think is super cute. This has got almost like a stained glass look with the hummingbird, dragonfly, squirrel, and a little koi fish. The top is a rose. This little tin I paid 50 cents at the thrift store. It sold for $10. It's gonna be about a $7 profit, and it sold in about 3 months. Up next is this really pretty cameo. This one is actually 1/12 12 karat gold filled, and this one I paid $5 for it. This one sold for $38.67, so it's about a $28 profit, and it sold in about 4 months. So I always watch out for the cameos, especially if I can pick them up cheap. They will sell. Sometimes they do take a little bit longer, but if you can find them cheap and they are decent quality, I would pick them up. This next sale really kind of floored me. This is some Ralph Lauren pants. So I picked these up for $1 in Alabama. So they're Ralph Lauren by Polo. These are some parachute pants. Like, they're called military parachute pants by Ralph Lauren. These have flaws. They have rips. I showed them. I put them up on auction, starting them at $30. They ended up selling for $37, plus the buyer paid $10 in shipping. So they're about a $25 profit. I will tell you, if they had not had flaws, they would have sold for over $80. So watch out for that style of Ralph Lauren khaki cargo pants, because they sell very, very well. And then we have my first piece of Rookwood pottery I found, as well as the first to sell. This little Rookwood 3-handle vase, which is kind of cool. It does have the original Rookwood book. I paid $40 for this, and it sold for $115, so it is over a $50 profit, and it sold in under a month. So watch out for Rookwood. There is their sign, so you know, and they sell very, very well. Up next is this little Staffordshire, or Royal Stratford, so in horse and jockey. There's the front. I paid $5 for this. This one sold for $105. $105 for this little trinket box. So this one was not listed on eBay. I did have to use WorthPoint. If you're not familiar, WorthPoint stores 10 years of history, so it is my go-to if something is not listed on eBay. That way I knew I could get over $100 for this little trinket box, and it sold in under a month. The buyer paid $10 in shipping. I do put items over $50 to priority, whether they are over a pound or not, because I want the insurance. And 6 Nexium pins. These Nexium pins sold for $25. So if you do not know, drug wrap items such as these Nexium pins will sell, because they are not being handed out that much anymore. So make sure to watch for those. They sold in about 3 months for $25, plus the buyer paid $5 in shipping. And then a little pennant. I paid less than $1. This is really cool. It is Venezia, and it has the different flags. And this one sold for $4.55. Took over 2 years. So I took a best offer, and I'm happy to see it go. So some things don't sell fast. They don't make a ton of profit. That's about a $3 profit, and it took forever. So that does happen if you're buying large quantities and a good mix of stuff. But the big thing is overall picture that you are making profit. And then another Harley pen. This little bar and shield pendant sold for $6.49. I paid $1. This one will be about a $5 profit. And then I sold all this alabaster fruit. If you do not know, stone fruit sells. These pieces together sold for $35. I got them at the thrift store for $10, and they're about a $15 profit. They sold in about 6 months. We sold 2 pairs of Breezy's panties. I am less than $1, and they sold for $4.54 for the 2 pairs, so they're about a $3 profit. All right, up next is a giant platter. I got this in a lot. I did not buy this individual, and I wouldn't have, but because I had it, I listed it. It sold for $25. Here is the marking on that one. It is GJ and Son. It is a 17-inch platter, and this one sold for $25 plus $20 in shipping, and it took about 8 months. But because I already had it in an auction lot, I figured I would rather list it and get $25 than do nothing with it. Next is a vintage nightgown. So this cute little nightgown is a vintage accentuate. You can see the little pink flowers there. This one I paid $1 for. It sold for $32. Absolutely crazy. Vintage nightgowns is one of the subjects I'm going to do on a research video, because you can find them a lot for $1 or $2 at thrift stores, garage sales. They sell for good money. That sold in under a month and is over a $25 profit. Next is a Bob Timberlake throw. I'm actually going to put a picture up because it will be better than me trying to hold this giant throw up. So this one I paid $5 for at the thrift store. It sold for $40.94 in under 2 months. It sold really fast. It did say Bob Timberlake on it, and the buyer also paid $16 in shipping. This one is over a $30 profit, and it sold really fast. So throw blankets and tapestries are another item that I really love to pick up, because you can find them for $5 or less typically, and they sell pretty good. Some can be longer tail, but that one sold really fast. And then this Harley Davidson pen actually doesn't have any pens. They're broke off. I did put that in the title and the description, and this one still sold for $9.74 plus international shipping, which is absolutely crazy. And I accidentally had it on the global shipping program, so they paid probably $20 in shipping for this little pen. This one sold for almost $20. So this is an oak leaf style pen. Paid $1. This one sold for $19.49, and it's about a $15 profit. So keep an eye out for pens. Again, this stuff is all really easy to list, photograph, and ship. For the Harley pens, we put them in small little cardboard jewelry boxes, and then we put them into a poly mailer. And then we have another Harley pen. It's actually another oak leaf. So this one is a colored enamel oak leaf, same shape as that last one. This one sold for $16.24, so it's about a $13 profit. All of these Harley pens have sold in under a month. We have a total of 600 of them. We have got about 515 listed and are almost done listing them. And then we've got this cool little mini Tenala cup. The handles are like little geckos here. This one is super cute. I picked this up for $1 at a thrift store. It sold for $9.74, so it's about a $7 profit. It will ship first class. Buyer paid $6, and it'll probably go at an 8 to 9 ounce rate. And then another item that is on my list for researching, and that is studio pottery. So this is a really cool studio pottery candlestick. It was signed. I could not find the artist. That was a price. I just blacked it out. I did show that in my photos. I paid $2 for this, and this one sold for $19.49, and it's about a $14 profit. It did take about 4 to 5 months to sell. With the studio pottery pieces, most of them are a little bit longer tail. And then someone bought 2 plain hankies. There is a sticker on them. They are all linen from Ireland. They paid $19.48 for these 2. So would I pick up plain handkerchiefs when I was sourcing? No. But I got these on an online auction lot, and again, if I have them, I will list them, but they still sold for almost 10 each, and they are plain. So they're going to be about a $15 profit. Next is a beautiful sterling pendant. This is a rose and inlaid mother of pearl. I paid $2 for this, and this one sold for $38.99, and it's going to be about a $32 profit. Up next is a pen I'm surprised sold, because I accidentally put the back of it right like that as my front picture. It was listed by my daughter. I didn't notice she had that first, but this is a September 11th remembrance pin, and this one sold for $8.35. I paid $1 for it, so it's about a $6 profit. I'm just surprised it sold because we accidentally put the back as the first photo, which I do not recommend doing unless it's a really cool shirt. But it's still sold, so really happy that it's still sold. Good profit and sold in under a month. Next is a scarf. So this really pretty blue and black, almost like a tie-dyed scarf. This one here sold for $10.38. I paid $1. It's about an $8 profit. And then we have a sterling bracelet. This one is really pretty with amethyst colored stones. And this bracelet sold for $28 plus the buyer paid shipping. I am less than $5 in, so this is over a $20 profit, and it sold in under a month. Again, if you like the sterling jewelry, I have a lot of it in my eBay store. I will link that down below. And send me an offer. Let me know you're a channel watcher, and we'll see if we can make a deal. Up next, I sold a $600 teacup. This was on my video. It was not mine, but it was on my research. This one is signed J.A. Bailey. This is a cabbage rose by Ansley. I did pay close to $200 for this teacup, but it sold in under a month for $649 internationally. Buyers probably over $800 in. I paid $200. It's going to be about a $350 profit on one teacup in under a month. Next is a Halcyon Days trinket box. This one is Catherine and William. This little heart one I paid about $20 for. This one sold for $110.50. It is going to be about a $60 profit, and it sold in about 4 months. The buyer did pay $11 for shipping. And then this bracelet is super cool. This one has jasper stone. It is a bronze bracelet, really thick cuff you can see here. And I paid $5 for this. It sold for $22.09, and it's about a $14 profit. And then I sold this really cool Liz Claiborne vintage scarf. There is the tag on that. And on this one, I put Hollywood Regency as one of the keywords. I really think it kind of fits with that decor. Sold for $15. I paid $1. It's about a $12 profit. Up next is a Swarovski star ornament. This one only sold for $50, but this is the one I showed you guys was repaired. So I had to repair this. If it was not repaired, it would have sold for over $100. But because I disclosed that it had been repaired, there's a little bit of super glue where it was fixed. I still got $50 and I only paid $20, so it's about a $20 profit. Then this poor buyer has been waiting on these lights for 2 weeks. So I listed these, my friend listed them, and they were in my drafts, and I didn't realize I didn't have them back yet. So she will take a few boxes, list them, and then I'm not supposed to put them active until I have the boxes back. I thought I had that box back. I didn't. So I wrote the buyer and said, I'm not going to be able to ship these to you for about 2 weeks. Do you still want them, or you want a refund? They said they still want them. So I am taking a hit on shipping. I am getting late shipping on those, but the buyer still wanted them, so I am still going to ship them out. And that is the end of eBay, but I'm going to pop up here. I had a $350 sale just now while I was making this video. I'm not going to ship it today because I already have 50 things going out, but I only paid $80 for that, and it is over a $200 profit. So hopefully sales will get back in swing. I could see a steady decline the longer I was on vacation, so that definitely did affect my sales. We were averaging over 500 a day, which would have meant we would have had about 3,500 going out today. Instead, we only have 2,500 going out. And now I will show you Facebook, which I just turned back on at midnight last night, and we've already had some sales. So this little Longa Burger basket, it does say let it snow. That was in my title. All Longa Burger is marked here on the bottom. I paid $8 for this. It sold for $16. So it's actually only about a $5 profit, but I cost averaged the Longa Burgers. I bought them in really big lots, and most of them were worth quite a bit more, but I am happy getting my money back plus an extra $5. And then this little 3D motorcycle pen sold for $10. This Panhead spell out, and that was what was in my title. This one sold for $10 as well. And this is all the same buyer, by the way. They also got this little 3D motorcycle for $8. Then they got this one for $14. So not too bad, not a bad weekend or week at this point. We have been gone for 7 days. We had a great time at camp. I want to thank everyone who came. We had a horrible experience with the rental company we rented from, and I will tell you their name and tell you about what happened once I have received what I've been promised from them. I don't want to go tell you guys about the horrible experience we had until they give me what they have promised, but I will be telling you because I don't want any of you to rent from them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the research videos while I've been gone. I am seriously contemplating going thrifting. I haven't been in months, so there might be some thrifting videos coming up. There definitely will be more what sold as well as research videos. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday with another what sold from what sold over the weekend. Bye for now, guys. Blow it.
There's one of them. And one of them. One of them.